good. Oh, there's hosing down. G'day everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Rick here from Lifestyle and Tech, and yep, we're out on another trek. I've come back to one of my favourite places to do wild camps and bush tramping, and that's Hunua Ranges. So today we're back there. I was here a few weeks ago, but I've come back and we're going to do a totally different trek this time. So it'll be different scenery. It should be good. Excuse me, I'm just walking across a big grazing pipe here. So we're up in the Hunua Ranges. In this camp, we're going to go and stay at Piggott's hut, Piggott's campsite, which from the car park where I've parked, we'll go and have a look at Mangatafferi Dam first, which is pretty spectacular. You can actually fish off it for trout, so I bought my little rod. I might even have some lunch there, do a bit of fishing, and then head on up the track to Piggott's hut, which is about 2 hours, 2.5 hours tramp through the bush. So it's pretty hard tramp through the bush. It's uphill. You get to the ridge and you basically follow the ridge line up to the hut. So hopefully I can hold up. I've been a bit crook the last few weeks, so I haven't been out. It's been a little while since my last one. I think it's 4 weeks, and I'm still feeling a bit under the weather. So I thought, I'll get out there and do one, see how it goes. I can always turn back early. It is the middle of summer here and it's like 30 degrees out here. I'm sweating already, but anyway, come along, be good. Have a good feed, put the billy on later, put the tent out, and yeah, just enjoy Hunua Ranges, New Zealand. Mangatafferi Dam and Reservoir, Piggott's hut campsite, and beautiful. You just need to be a bit careful when you're walking up this track here, because there's a lot of sheep poo everywhere, and also these little tiny pellets, which are actually rabbits. There'll be rabbits coming out in the morning. I'll give you a look. So yeah, got to be a wee bit careful. I don't want to fill my boots up, the treads up with poo. So on we go. Mangatafferi Dam. Bloody amazing. Look at that. I'll just pan around. Beautiful scenery up here. Well worth a day trip or a camping trip in the bush. Just spectacular. And of course down here you may fish from the rock face. Most of the other dams in the Hunua Ranges, you're not allowed to go on the rock face. But this one you can, so there's no shade, but I might have a fish down there a wee bit later. I was going to do it now, but there's no shade. But anyway, who knows, catch a trout. been a really dry summer this year in New Zealand, especially in Auckland region. Last couple of years summer hasn't been so great. This year it's been good. Very dry, very windy, but very dry. And I've not seen the reservoirs this low for years. It's incredible. See all this flat area here with the grass, that should all be covered in water. Right up to this rock face here. It's miles away. So it's got to be half to 2/3 full. Not even that, barely, probably half. It's pretty low. I've not seen it like this. Yeah, unreal. Beautiful bush. Listen to the cicadas. Unreal. Sweating up now. Oh, it's really hot, really muggy. So I'll get up to close to the track entrance and might stop, have a rest, have a good drink and a bit of lunch. Then we'll carry on. Once we get in the bush it'll be a bit better because it's shady and a bit cooler. But out here, wow, spectacular scenery. How good is that view? Yeah, you can see the bait stations there, the traps, all over the park. Got these little devices on them to spring the door. Quite interesting. I don't know whether they've got some little transmitter in them which tells the rangers or whoever it is that monitors them whether the track's been sprung. I guess it is. It kind of looks like it, doesn't it? That we saw near is it's track to Rata Ridge. 1k, so we aren't going up there. We're going to carry on along the main one, and our turn off should be pretty damn close. Yep, water, that's good. Have a look inside. Don't know if you can see, it's a bit dark, but it's a just a basic 4-bunk hut. Oh, 2 tanks, 2 little water tanks, that's good. One there. Tui's already up in the trees. Ah, good little hut. Right. Alright, so I'll let that cool down a bit before I pour it in my big bottle. But right now, cup time. Beautiful night here, sun's come out, looks great. Oh, that's what I need. Cheers everyone, welcome to Piggott's hut. Pretty good setup. I always, anytime I'm camping in a hut or sleeping in a hut, it's got bunks and mattresses. One little tip that I do is I always take my ground sheet, which I have for my bivvy bag, and what I do if I'm ever in a hut or a bunk that's got squabs, I always get my ground sheet out and I lay it across the squab, because you never know who's been on them, what's been going on, it's just germs and bugs. So yeah, it's a good way of just covering up that squab in there, and put my sleeping bag over that. So yeah, it's good. Because people come to these huts, they've probably been sweaty on the trail and all kinds of things, so it's just nice to have a bit of hygiene even though we're out in the bush, especially in a public place where other people have been. And it's one of the reasons why I do tend to use my bivvy bag whenever I come to these huts. I just camp outside on the grass. But tonight, my squabs are pretty thick, so I think I might get a decent night's sleep off them. So yeah, put the ground sheet over the top of them, sweet. But now, have a wee relax. Sitting by the signboard here. It's nice and cool just over here, and of course the signboard over here is all about the kakako, which is an endangered New Zealand bird. So we'll have a bit of a read. I'll read you off some key stats. Apparently in the Hunuas, 1996 there was one breeding pair. Look at that. Yeah, pretty hard case. In 1996 there was one breeding pair here in the Hunuas that had basically no habitat. Okay, by 1999 there were 4 breeding pairs, which according to this they range over 600 hectares. And then by 2006 there was 8 breeding pairs, 1,050 hectares. So this is apparently a 20-year journey to save the Hunua kokako, so it was down to virtually extinct. And Auckland Council, DOC, all the associated team members of that conservation effort, got to be applauded. It's pretty good. It's one of our national birds, kokako. It's got a beautiful haunting song, real melodic, haunting sort of call. You'll know it when you hear it. There's only one sound that's like a kokako. And okay, from 8 breeding pairs in 2006 up to 2014, 30 breeding pairs ranging over 1,100 hectares. It's pretty good. And 2020 we're looking at 50 breeding pairs over 1,400 hectares, so that's pretty good. And that's over the pest-free area. So Hunua's is huge. I think it's about 80,000 hectares or 90,000 hectares or something. But it's not all pest-free, of course. There are traps everywhere, so try and be aware when you come here about food you leave on the ground and rubbish and stuff like that. And because rodents, that's what attracts rodents, just food and rubbish on the ground. And once they're here, they're bloody hard to get rid of. They're quite awesome. So it's been quite successful. And of course, we've got the same sort of program going on down in Mount Pirongia, where you can have a look at my other video, Mount Pirongia Camp and Cook video. And that's also got kokako redemption efforts going on there. In that video I actually hear the call of a kokako overhead, which is really haunting. I mistakenly thought it was a tui at first, but it was definitely kokako. So yeah, check out that video if you want to hear the call of the kokako. It's beautiful. Anyway, have a coffee, walk around, stretch my legs out a bit, come for a walk if you want. Right, dinner time. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, it's 7:05. We've only got about probably another hour of light. We're over halfway through the summer here in New Zealand, so dinner time. What do we got? Let's have a look. Didn't bring the steak today. I bought some. Oh yes. Washed my hands about 5 minutes ago, so we're all good. I got some lamb, seasoned up, a bit of Cajun seasoning on there, so put that in there. It's pork fillet, so it is steak, but it's pork. Don't need those. Got some bacon for breakfast tomorrow. What did I bring to have with the bacon for breakfast tomorrow? Well, not much. It's butter. What are we going to have with our pork? My old favourites, mushrooms, and I bought some green beans too, so yeah, that'll be nice. So some beans in there, mushrooms, you guys know I always have a good feed on the first night. Oh. Oh yeah. Looking good. Looking good. Right, what do my old chef mates call it? Deglazing the pan, that's what they call it. I just call it putting some water in and cleaning its bum. It's better. Right, bit of salt, bit of seasoning. These little packet salt and peppers, they're bloody good. Bit over the shoulder for luck. Oh shit, that went down my collar. Alright. Chef special. Rick's first night dinner, always a good one. Put that over there. Oops. Right, bon appetit. But it's certainly getting darker now, so I'm just out here finishing my cuppa. Quite looking forward to that bunk actually. I wonder whether I'll get any visitors tonight, any trampers coming up the track who are left it a bit late coming to the hut. I don't think so, it's Sunday night. Working day tomorrow here in New Zealand. So I think it's yet another tramp where I've got the hut to myself, so bloody brilliant. Oh, you know what, the only thing that's a bit of a worry is I didn't bring any munchies for tonight in the hut. Didn't bring any jelly snakes or anything, you know. I don't just bring them for something to munch on, it's also glucose and sugar, just to get some of the energy back. So at the moment it's just the old coffee and sugar doing the thing. I did do something a little bit earlier which you didn't see. I was off camera. I have these Vitasport sachets, they're like electrolyte sachets, and I actually put one of those in my drink bottle, shook the hell out of it, and got that down me just to give me a bit of an extra boost, because I sweated so much on the path up here today. You know, I probably lost half a kilo just in sweat, so yeah, it was absolutely pouring off. Part of that's the fact that I've been crook and my body's still not quite right, so you got to make sure you, when you're out in the bush, you know, you put those electrolytes back in there. And it's a good tip actually when you're out in the bush. Don't just take your water bottle with water. Take some electrolyte sachets and just bang them in too, because you know, water replaces a few electrolytes, and that doesn't really replace all the sodium, potassium, magnesium that you lose through sweating, you know, hiking up these trails. So yeah, you got to look after yourself and keep yourself strong. Keep yourself fit. This is a pretty easy track really, but you can still get into a few problems with it physically if you haven't got any kind of level of fitness at all. So anyway, stop gabbing, it's getting dark. I need to get in there, put a light on. Well, it's definitely heavier rain, don't know if you can hear it. I'm just standing under this canopy here by the hut. The microphones on this DJI Osmo are really good. Well, here we go. sure you can hear that. Oh, that is hosing down. Check that out. You can probably see it up there. Wow. That is heavy. Hope I don't get wet tomorrow. The only problem with this is it's going to make the track wet and slippery too. Bugger. We need the rain, but yeah, I don't want to do wet tracks, so. Wow. Oh, beautiful. Pretty knackered, so hit the sack, get a good night's rest, and we'll see you in the morning. Oh, morning everybody. Here we are, day 2. I'm just outside the hut, about to put the kettle on, have some breakfast. Had a pretty good night's sleep last night, although it was pretty noisy. Something was climbing around all over the hut, probably a possum, and it absolutely hosed down after I turned in, so yeah, just the rain falling on the plastic roof outside here in the hut. Yay. Beautiful. Breakfast. Start the day with something hearty. I'm not really one of these campers or hikers that do these you know, cereals in a bag sort of thing. It's like give me something hot and hearty. Right, I'm going to eat it straight out of the pan this morning because I don't want to get my second dish dirty because I've just finished cleaning it and putting it away, so let's have a look. Well, change of plan. We've got about a third of the way along Ernie's track, and it's bloody muddy just from the downpours last night, so I don't want to risk getting everything covered in mud, so I'm going to turn around and go back along the road back down to the reservoir, because it's about another 9 k's from where I am now if we go right around the reservoir on Ernie's track there. So I think the most economical thing is to turn around now and go back and go the roadway. So I'm probably not going to save any time, but You know, there's a couple of hills on the way back through the road, but once I get over the top of those, it's all downhill to the Mungatawhiti Reservoir, so I think we'll do that. I've just come up to one of the traps. I thought I'll stop and we'll get a bit of a close look. I've had a few cars coming up the drive, our utes servicing the traps and everything this morning past me, so yeah, let's stop and have a look. So I'll bend down, give you a wee close-up look. It's got a bait in it which looks like, well, it looks like part of a small bird or chick or something, but I don't know if it's real, or I don't know whether it's you know, a fake one with pheromones on it or something, but it looks a bit real to me. But obviously might be a bit of rabbit, actually, a tiny little bit of rabbit. They obviously want the real thing for stoats, you know, and other vermin to come to, because that's what they attack out here in the wild, the chicks, the bird chicks and other things. That's the vermin. So yeah, let's have a look. That piece of baiting is definitely, it's a real piece of meat. It looks like a piece of rabbit or something, I don't know. It's a chunk of one because there's flies hanging around, so it must be real. But yeah, that's a long trap, so I guess that's obviously for probably stoats and things. Listen to the cicadas, deafening. It's really still. Beautiful morning. It's dull grey overcast, but it's still. I'll tell you what, I'm walking downhill now, but I'm still working up a sweat, so I'll carry on down, hopefully get a spot of fishing in.
forget. Still thinking about how we met. Yeah, I'm with you now. Oh, one thing that it's plain to see, the best thing in this life's for free. And that's so true now. And there I was with my world falling apart, hoping just to get by. Without knowing it, I played it by heart. And now I sing, I'm with you. I'm with you. Oh, we're cruising down to Mexico. I'm turning up the radio, 'cause I'm with you now. You and me, we know that love is in the air, like the wind blowing through your hair. Oh, I'm with you now. I was waiting for the summer to end, thinking about the good times that we had. They will never come back again, but I'm happy as can be. And now I'm thinking, come what may, don't care about what others say, when I'm with you now. Through the autumn and the winter snow, keep telling all the friends we know that I'm with you now. Remember when my world was falling apart, hoping just to get by. But without knowing it, I still play it by heart and sing, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Well, heading out. Just heading out down the track from the dam to the main car park. Day's getting a bit darker and a bit duller, so I thought, I did think about spending a second night in the bush, but I think it's going to pour, so I'll get out while I'm still dry and dry and in good nick. Feet are a bit sore actually too, after going halfway along Ernie's track there. So yeah, that was Wild Hunua once again. Piggott's hut, Piggott's campsite. Fantastic wee spot. Great place to go for a night or two in the bush. Easy to get to. There is 2 k's of uphill stony road like this, which is pretty hard on the legs and the thighs and the knees, but you know, there's lots of places along the way where you can just stop and have a rest, have a drink. And just when you think, oh, how much further is it, you're there. And from the hut you can go on 3 or 4 different tracks, all the way back around the reservoir via Ernie's track. And there are lookout tracks up there. It's bloody good. So I'll just make my way out. Getting a bit puffed now. And I hope you enjoyed it. Don't know where the next one's going to be. I'd like to get back to a coastal one again, and definitely try and do one that's on the flatter ground. It's pretty hard on the old body. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And I'm Rick, this is Lifestyle and Tech, and see you on the next one.